Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm gonna do a very simple but an exciting demonstration how to produce electricity. I just have three simple items. You can see this is called a galvanometer. It's actually called a center zero galvanometer. It is very sensitive and it can detect even very weak electric currents. And then I have a coil that is already connected to the galvanometer. You can see these wires with the crocodile clips. And then the other item is a simple bar magnet. You can see the north pole and the south pole. You can see there are no power sources connected with this system. There are no batteries. So I'm going to show you simply by using these three items how to produce electricity. If you can remember electromagnetic induction, that's how we are going to produce electricity using electromagnetic induction. Okay, let's look at the setup. So I have the north pole of the bar magnet very close to the coil. It's not moving. There's no relative motion between the coil and the bar magnet. You can see there's no deflection of the needle of the center zero galvanometer. Now I'm going to move the north pole inside the coil. Look, there's a deflection. Okay, now again the deflection is zero. Why? Because it's stationary. The magnet is stationary inside the coil. Now I'm going to pull the magnet out from the coil and you will see the deflection in the opposite direction. Okay, so whenever there's relative motion between the coil and the bar magnet, can you see there's a deflection of the needle in that center zero galvanometer. So that means there's electricity produced when there's relative motion between the magnet and the coil. Okay, that's what we detect in that galvanometer. In these wires, there's electricity moving along these wires. Now, it's basically the relative motion between the coil and the magnet. Whenever there's no relative motion, no deflection. Now, what I can do is that I can actually make the magnet stationary and move the coil. Look what happens. It's the same thing. That's why I told you it's relative motion. Either the magnet can move or the coil can move. Either way, what we need is relative motion between these two things, and that's going to create electricity. So this is what we call electromagnetic induction. As you know, there's a constant magnetic field around this bar magnet. When we insert the bar magnet inside this coil, the magnetic flux the magnetic flux through the coil changes. We need a change in the magnetic flux. The magnetic flux through the coil, or you can say the magnetic flux seen by the coil, is changing with respect to time, and that's going to create and induce electric current. Okay, it's going to create an induced electric current, and that's what we see here. So this is the basis behind electromagnetic induction, and this is how electricity is produced in a large scale. This is how it's done. Thank you for watching my video.